Hello, this is Enoch the Trader coming back on this platform to share nuggets of trading once again. I hope I find you well and good and in the right frame to analyze the market. Okay, I am a top-down analysis trader. Okay, that's who I am. Now, top-down analysis is a realistic way of trading. When the market begins to move in one direction, it moves in one direction before they put in an impulse for about 2 weeks or so, and then before it comes back in a pullback, and again you go again another impulse in one direction for weeks. That is what top-down analysis brings to the table, and that's why I love top-down analysis. Now, when you are trading top-down analysis, you don't sell today, tomorrow you are buying. You continue buying in one direction. That is the beauty of top-down analysis. Now, normally my analysis begins from the monthly. The other way I follow the monthly is to look at the daily chart pattern. Okay, daily chart pattern also helps me to see what the monthly is doing. Now, today is the 26th of April 2026. So the month is about to end, and we want to see the outlook of the market, what the market wants to do. Okay, now let's go. We are going to start with USJPY. That's the one that we're going to start with, USJPY. If you look at USJPY, what we have here is a ranging market. Typically, this is typical of the ranging market. So USD and JPY are ranging. Now, what does ranging mean? This ranging can either mean both of them are USD is strong and JPY is strong, or USD is weak and JPY is weak. Until we find out what this ranging is all about, we cannot really tell whether it's based on weakness of these two currencies. All of them are weak, all of them are strong. So we have to find out what is this ranging based on. Now, the next thing I also want to say is I don't trade in ranging markets. I am a trained follower. I trade in the direction of the monthly. Okay, so now let's see what it's based on. I'll go and check on New Zealand USD. New Zealand USD, what do we see in New Zealand USD? New Zealand USD, we see first an impulse to the upside and then a monthly pullback. Okay, you see on this left side we have got lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and at the bottom it has formed a head and shoulder pattern or a cup and handle. So what do we expect? We expect the market to start going to the upside. So who is strengthening? New Zealand is strengthening, and then USD is weakening. So then if we were to go back to USD JPY, what do we find here? USD JPY, we find that actually we have discovered one, USD is weakening. So now let's find out about JPY. Okay, we are going to give it New Zealand also again. Remember the other one we gave it New Zealand against USD. We have found USD is weak. Let's see New Zealand JPY. New Zealand JPY. Okay. What are we seeing again with New Zealand JPY? Yeah, we see almost the same. We see at the bottom we have got an inverted head here, inverted head, and then it has cup and handle here. There is inverted head or cup and handle, whichever. They are saying the same story, and the JPY is weakening. So then this USD JPY, which we see here, USJPY, is based on weakness. So what have we just established here? We have established that USD is weak and JPY is weak, hence the ranging of this market. We can still test it with GBP USD. GBP USD, let's see. GBP USD, what do we find? GBP USD, we have a monthly Actually, we have got a monthly pullback here, and at the bottom here we have got now inverted head and shoulder, or a cup and handle, and then we see a handle being formed on this far side and going up, meaning that USD is weakening, okay, and the pound is strengthening, just exactly like what New Zealand USD told us. Now let's also give it let's go and try GBP JPY. Also want to find the state of JPY. Okay, what we find with this, what we find here again is okay, we have got a zone broken by pound against JPY, and then there's a pullback, but it's still in a range wanting to break to the upside, JPY weakening. So already we conclude now, what we have just concluded is this ranging on US JPY is actually based on weakness. So JPY is weak, USD is weak. If I was to trade this, I would wait for the breakout. But from the look of things, the fact that GJ is pushing to the upside and GU is pushing to the upside, there is a possibility of this range, of this market being in a range for a long time. Because if this one continues, if GJ breaks out, continues to the upside, and GU continues to break to the upside, then USD will continue to be weak, JPY will continue to be weak. So then we are going to have a ranging market in Euro USD JPY for a long time. So if I was to trade, I'll wait for GJ to break to the upside, if it breaks the upside, and GU to break to the upside also. If those happen, then I know we are going to be in a long time ranging for US JPY. Okay, that's my analysis on GJ and GU. It will be the same with New Zealand USD and New Zealand JPY, and it should also be the same with sorry, this is Aussie, sorry, with Aussie. It should be the same with Aussie, sorry. Okay, it's also okay, so same. I think you get a point. As long as the JPY always weaken. If that range continues, we are going to see a breakout. Let's go to GJ, to Aussie USD, and now let's start with Aussie JPY. Aussie JPY, we see JPY weakening at the moment, although it's not yet confirmed weak because it has to break this first. And also we can go to Aussie USD. Let's see what it says. Aussie USD. Aussie USD saying the same here. We have broken the structure here and we are in the pullback and want to go up. USD is weak. And also with Aussie JPY, we are still seeing Aussie weak, Aussie strong, sorry, and then JPY becoming weak but not yet confirmed weak. We are waiting, so we have to wait for a daily candle to break. We have to wait for 1 day, which means on Monday, close of Monday is going to tell us what's going to happen. Okay, even if we are to use also Euro USD, let's check on Euro USD, because these guys, they all say the same, they're in the same WhatsApp group. So Euro USD, what we find here at the bottom here, we have got a ranging market and we're broken out of ranging market and we've just pulled back and we are now building the momentum to the upside, meaning USD is weak. What about GJ? GJ is telling us the same. We have broken to the upside and we have a pullback and we're waiting to continue in the same direction. GJ and JPY weak. All these pairs explain why it is ranging here. Okay, that's what it means. So now we leave this. Let's go to something else. What are we going to go to? We are going to go to oil. What is oil saying here? But before we go to oil, let's check US index. US index, because US index should agree with what Euro USD and Aussie USD is saying. Okay, USD index is saying the same. We had a break to the downside. Now there's a pullback. There's a pullback here, and possibly we are continuing. So it agrees with what USD pairs are doing, because USD is weakening. Okay, which other one do we go to? We go to, remember, all the JPY pairs are weakening. All the JPY pairs are weakening, and all the JPY on JPY is weakening on all the pairs. JPY is weakening on Oz, JPY is weakening on New Zealand, JPY is weakening on GBP, JPY is weakening on Euro, JPY is weakening. So we have that at the back of our mind. Now let's go to NASDAQ. We go to US 30. US 30 has been pushing to the upside, but if we look at the top here, it's actually in a range. It is failing to go up. It's failing to go up. It is failing to go up. It's failing to go up. It is failing to go up. Now this is the third biggest stock markets in America, the top 30. That's what makes US 30. Now this moves in correlation also with US 100, which is NASDAQ. US 100 is NASDAQ. Now NASDAQ has broken to the upside. Now when I'm trading the stock markets, I always want to make sure that US 30 is in harmony with US 100. As long as it's not in harmony, I will not trade. I'll wait. What about S&P 500, which is US 100 here depicted as US 100? US 500, sorry. US 500 is broken to the upside. So what does it mean? I'll wait, because all the three should agree, especially that the top 30 companies that are moving US 30 also are the same that are within the US 100. There are other companies, but the top 30 are also still in the NASDAQ. So, and the top 30 are also still in the S&P 500. Now what it means is this: if the top 30 they begin to push to the downside, they are going to influence all the US 100 will be influenced to start coming down, and S&P 500 will also be influenced to start coming down. But as for now, we don't know what's going to happen. So if US 30 breaks to the upside, then it's going to follow suit the others. But if it breaks to the downside, then the top 30 companies, which are found in US 30, as same one found in NASDAQ, if they begin to push the downside, then NASDAQ will automatically come down, because those are the ones that influence NASDAQ. The top 30 companies which are in US 30. In US 500, it will be to mean the same. If US 30 goes down, then this one will also still come back in a range. That's what I can say about the stock market. So with the stock market, I'll be watching so much. The determinant to me is US 30. Is one that determines where the real market of the stock market is heading, the stock market. Okay, I hope you have gotten what I've just said. Now look at Bitcoin. Where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin is here. Bitcoin, this is Sunday. No, Bitcoin trades even on the weekend. Now Bitcoin, yeah, to me it's still in a range until it breaks to the upside. That's when I will say Bitcoin is strengthening. As for now, I cannot until Tuesday. That's when I'll know what is happening to Bitcoin. If it breaks this resistance on the top, that's when I'll say Bitcoin is strengthening. Okay, so where else do we go to? We go to I'll go to gold. Okay, gold. I have seen people trading gold and they have been losing big. I've been watching on the internet those that have been attempting to trade gold and they've been losing big, and I understand why they are losing big. Let me tell you something. Whenever US JPY is in a range, I avoid gold. Why? Because gold is just influenced by JPY and USD. That's all. So when I see US JPY is in a range, I avoid gold. And you can see gold is also still in a range here. The only time I'll trade gold is when it breaks the upside or breaks the downside, and also has to be confirmed by US JPY. It breaks the upside or breaks the downside. That's when I will know when to trade gold. As for now, gold is trapped in a range, as the same as just like US JPY is trapped. Another thing, I also saw a trader giving a signal on gold. He's saying no, you have to sell gold, and when his signal failed, he said now we can buy silver. No, that is not right. Silver and gold, they are all metals, so they are moving in the same direction. All the metals, whether gold, and as long as there's a metal, it is trapped in a range. If gold is trapped in the range, all the metals are trapped in the range. So even silver will still move like gold. Silver is the same as gold. And I can tell you something, another one. Gold JPY is the same as gold, is the same as silver, is the same as gold. Why they are in a range? Why are they in a range? Because USJPY is trapped in a range. I hope you understand this thing that I'm showing you. I think this is all I wanted to show you today, that we have to wait for Tuesday for us to decide where the markets are going. God bless you and trade well.